A few minutes to show you now how to use your Facebook integration within a journey inside of Cinch. So now that we're fully integrated with Facebook, we've connected our ad account to our Cinch account. We can go over into customer journeys. And we're just going to create a demo journey, but just like any other Cinch journey, the canvas is blank and open for you to do whatever you want. So we're just going to call this Facebook ads, and then we're just going to throw in a segment trigger. We'll use that as our trigger. And so we just go in, select our segment, whatever segment you want to utilize, and then we're going to take that customer, we're going to add them to the Facebook audience. So now we go in here and we see, so I've got 3 Facebook audiences here currently. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to select test file, hit apply. So now I'm ready to go. My journey can go live. So anytime that anybody enters that test segment, they'll then be added to that Facebook audience. But I want to take you over to Facebook and show you how we do this, give you a little more in depth on this. So to be able to have the audience available there, it's going to look for your static audiences. So here we're in Business Manager inside of Facebook. So from your Business Manager, just go in here and go into Audiences. So this will then load all of your available Facebook audiences to be able to pull from. So you can see our test file here is the one that we've created. The best and easiest way to create an audience for Facebook is we're going to do a custom audience. And then that custom audience, typically what I do, because we want to create a static audience, is we're going to go ahead and use customer list. So I may need to upload my customer list for this to work, but here's the information that it'll ask you for. So we're just going to download the list template. We're actually going to use that list template to import as well. Then you're going to click next. So on that list template, you may just want to fill out maybe one customer that you want to put on there, or yourself, or whatever. But then it's going to, does your list include a column for customer value? We're going to say no. We're just going to click next, and then we're going to upload our file. We're going to take that example file back in. You could also do a copy and paste as well. And then we're going to call this just Cinch video test for these purposes. We're going to hit next. And then it's got all of the static information that they've plugged in there. So we're going to upload and create. And then now that's all done. I can use that for any ad, or I can go straight in here to my next steps and I can create an ad associated to that audience. So you may want to do this several times, create several different audiences depending on the way that you're going to market to them. So for example, you may want to market to somebody that's bought a shirt from you, and maybe you want to advertise a pair of shoes to that individual. And so in Cinch, we can go in here, and anybody that falls under the parameters, maybe we create a segment of anybody that has bought a shirt, or we do a transaction trigger that anytime they've purchased something. So let's just play around with this, right? So if I take a transaction and then I want to say, okay, anybody that has had a transaction, I want to wait 30 days. And I want to check their data field. And so then I'm going to go and I'm going to say, okay, does this customer meet? So let's go transaction detail. Let's say item type contains shirt. And we're going to apply that. And then if they did buy a shirt, then we're going to add them to this Facebook audience to remarket shoes to shirt buyers. If they didn't buy a shirt, maybe we'll take them through another flow. And then maybe we'll say, okay, transaction detail. Maybe I want somebody that bought shoes. And then I can add them to a Facebook audience. And I could keep this going, right? So for any number of things. And then maybe I just want to market to these individuals for, maybe I just want to market to them for 15 days. And then after that 15 days, we're going to remove them from the Facebook audience. And then another thing that we can do as well is I can say, okay, if they've had a transaction, so if they've had another transaction since that last transaction, then let's go ahead and remove them from the audience. So here I can go in and I can select my test file, hit apply. So I'm going to add them to that audience. And then here I'm going to remove them from that audience. So then that way, if they've had a transaction, I don't need to continue to market to them. So I don't need to have that marketing waste. And then also I may want to recycle those ads every 15 days or whatever time lane you want, right? That's time delay is completely customizable. So you can do whatever you want there. So then I go, and in Facebook, I can create that ad, and I can have those ads extremely personalized to the individual. Maybe I want to use a segment trigger, and I just want to target females on a specific. So using Cinch's enriched data, I can then target my female audience, or any number of different scenarios, right? So maybe I want to base it on interests, so I can create a segment, or I can even use the check data field to look at certain parameters under the customer, and maybe I want to look at those that don't like coupons or those that do like coupons, so I can use my pricing sensitivity. And so then I can run a coupon promotion or a discount promotion on Facebook to those who are more likely to buy based on discounts. And I don't have to send ads to those that don't use discounts. I can send them ads that are just full price, maybe new products or something along those lines. I can also target based off a customer value. So if I have a high value customer that if they're one of my top customers, then I want to target them maybe more often. And so I can add them. So I can use all of this data science to really now cater my marketing on Facebook and make it a more personalized and more intimate opportunity. So that's how you create your audiences, and that's how you utilize your audiences inside of Cinch. If you've created your audience on Facebook and for whatever reason it doesn't show up here, the first thing that I would do is go back to your Facebook integration and then just click the refresh button, and then that'll refresh your integration. So let's actually go so now that we've refreshed that, I should be able to go into my customer journey, and then let's pull up the one we just created. And now I should be able to go in here and see that Cinch video test is there. So now that's live and available, so I can use that audience. So you're all set and everything's ready to roll. Please reach out to us if you have any questions. But hopefully this was helpful to help you really leverage the Facebook audience node within your journeys on Cinch. So happy winning. Target those customers. Make it personalized. We're excited to be working with you.